Hey guys, how's it going? It's Kim here with Unpolished Gardens, and today is our first official garden walk of 2020. On my last video, I showed you 7 plants that you can plant now to have food in a short amount of time, about a month and a half. And today I'm going to show you what we've got growing. So right here we have the bok choy that we planted, and I really need to get this thinned out and just let one grow in each spot. So I've got 4 of those planted. Over here is the arugula, and it has come up nicely. And it's in about a square. It goes from probably here all the way around. And it was the first thing that shot up. And it looks beautiful. And in this next square, I weed eated. So all this little grass is from weed eating. But I did a salad mix. I don't know if you can see all of that right there. It's pretty much everywhere. There's a little purple everywhere. And it just started coming up. Well, I wish this grass wasn't in here, because you could probably see it a little bit better. But there is the salad mix. If you can see the little purple there and green, it's just a random salad mix. And it's looking really good. And that's a really good amount. And it's pretty much growing all over. So that turned out really well. And this bed was the first bed that actually came up. Looking pretty good. I do have to thin that bok choy. Got 8 rows of 4 different kinds of lettuce. And I really still need to get the markers out of what they are. But if you see this whole row here, it's looking nice. And then we've got this row here, all the way across, looking good. I'm not sure they're going to be totally straight lines. I look like I went a little crooked. And this is beautiful. If you can see that, it's so pretty. Coming along nicely. The row has come up. This one's a little not quite as prolific as the other rows. And there's some more of that pretty purple coming up. And some more of the green. It's coming up everywhere. So this bed is coming around nicely. Everything's up and growing. Weather here has been pretty decent. When I planted all of this, we were getting up a couple of days into the 70s. I think that's why it grew so good. And we've gotten back down into the 50s or 60s. But the next few days, it's going to be back up in the 70s. And this stuff should really shoot up by next week. So next week, it's going to be amazing out here. And let me show you on this other bed of the peas and radishes. Everything's up over here as well. Okay, so I put 2 peas in each hole. If you can see, they're popping up. So I will probably have to thin those out. I just wanted to make sure that they grew where they needed to be. And we've got peas up. There's one, there's one. There's a few more. All along this trellis, we have peas sprouting up. There's 2 there, a few rocks still. I should have really went through this. This is just the dirt that he got from our backyard. Well, across the street, backyard. Peas are up there, and there's some right there. And then over here, let's see what we got, because I haven't checked over here yet. We've got a couple peas here. We've got another one there. One coming up right there. Those are looking pretty good right there. And then there's a couple right over here. And there's another couple right there. So we're definitely going to have to thin these out. They all came up. And those were seeds I got from Tractor Supply, which I had a really good success with those in the fall when I planted them. And these are the radishes. I sowed those a little bit better. We won't have to thin those out too awful much. But if you can see, well, right there maybe. The radishes are all coming up, looking really good. I really need to do a little bit of cleaning out here, huh? some rocks still, but and over here is where I should have planted the spinach, but I didn't, and I thought I did. So I'm gonna have to come back and plant spinach there. And now we're gonna walk out here, and I'm gonna show you what's still growing in the old garden space. I was a little surprised about some things that just kind of came up. But the garlic is looking amazing. Looks like I got some weeds growing in it though. I've kind of neglected this a little bit, but I guess that's good with garlic. I don't know. But let me show you. So here we have all the garlic going, and they're getting quite big. They're growing really good, and they're going to stay out here until I harvest them. However, I do have to get that big weed out of there. I probably have a little bit of work to do out here. I don't come out this way that much, except lately, and I'll show you why. And I came out here, and I was pulling everything out because I was going to move this bed over to the garden area. So when I came out here, I was really amazed. My lettuce is still growing. I thought I pulled most of it out, which I did on this side. Most of that's all gone. But this lettuce was looking so good, I left it because you can't hardly find lettuce right now. And there's a tiny little one right here, still growing. That one doesn't look very good. And then over here, even amongst the weeds, we have a really pretty lettuce. And now that I'm thinking about it, that's not where I planted the lettuce. I don't know now. I have to go back and look. But I'm thinking that was where the radishes were. And the radishes and the beets were there through winter. So I'm not really sure why my lettuce is growing there, because this is the lettuce bed that I pulled up. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. Pretty sure that's not where I planted lettuce, but that lettuce is growing really good. I thought I'd pulled most of the lettuce out of the bed that I moved. I don't know. I'll have to go look at that and see what's going on with that. But this is the surprise. Like, I'm very confused on where everything was now. Because I think this was the spinach bed, but it probably was the microgreens. So maybe that was the lettuce bed, and then there was spinach next to it, and then microgreens? I don't know, but I'm going to show you what's growing. So I came out here, and I guess if this was the... If this was the last bed, then this was the microgreens. And then that was spinach, but there's lettuce in it. And then there's lettuce. I'm not sure. But these are looking really pretty. I'm not sure exactly which ones they are, but they just started sprouting up. So we're going to harvest these off. And now I think this is the microgreen bed and not the spinach bed. I don't know. With all this lettuce growing, I'm really confused on where I put things. Because there's not another bed down here, which would have been the microgreens. And there's no soil there. So this was the microgreens. And then that was spinach, but it's got some lettuce in it. And then that was lettuce over there, which is still growing. So anyway, this little area has done what it wants to do, and it was growing all winter. Stuff that I have out here growing right now, the lettuce, the microgreens, and the garlic, grew all winter. I grew it underneath a row cover, and we got down into the low temperatures. It was in the single digits. We did get snow, but everything still stayed green and growing, and we could eat on it all winter long. This is the first time that I've ever grown through the winter. I never thought about it, but it's so easy, and it's virtually, you don't have to do anything. Like, I didn't come out here and water all this. The grow cover allowed water to go in, and we did get a lot of rain, but I didn't really do anything out here. It just covered it up and it grew. It's basically the easiest gardening I think I've ever done. And now I'm going to show you what we've got growing in the house. We probably have got about another month before we can put tomatoes and peppers out. I'm in Indiana and 6B, but it's going to be fairly warm. I just got to watch the low temperatures. But we're going to be up in the mid 70s most of next week, maybe a few 60s. So everything's growing really good. It's just the low temperatures I got to worry about. So this is just my kitchen window. My loofahs really need to be outside and growing on something. They are trying to trellis on each other. I've really got to figure this out in the upcoming days. Like I said, it's going to be in the 70s. I may be able to get these outside. I'm not sure. I don't want to lose them. But yeah, they are getting huge. So I've got some rosemary growing right here. A couple of sage here. And this one didn't come up, so I'll just pop it over. Over here we have lemon basil. It's looking nice, but I don't know why I just got one in each cell come up on most of these. Got some Italian basil here, and all of those came up. I have one cilantro here. It's getting very leggy. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get these outside. It does have a second leaf on it. Italian oregano did not come up. And here are my tomato starts. When I repotted these, I did not move tags. So, a lot of these are the Abe Lincoln. I had great success rate with the Abe Lincoln, and that's what most of these are. I got them out in the sun a little bit yesterday, and they started perking up. This one's looking really nice. This one over here is looking really nice. Some of them I didn't even think was going to make it, and they didn't. A few of them have died, which I really wasn't. I just tried to give them a chance, so I did repot them up. But, like, a lot of them are doing pretty good. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we've got 12 growing right here. And they will get some sun tomorrow. They're going to love it, and they're going to perk up and grow wonderfully. Not sure about this little guy. He's not looking so good. But most of them are looking okay. This, I took the top off because I think they were getting way too hot. And that's why I think I lost some of my starts. I just think they were just getting too hot. I do have another Abe Lincoln that popped up, looking good. That one looks pretty sad, but most of these got transplanted out. My kohlrabi, yeah, not looking so good anymore. It's, I know it needs water, but that greenhouse top seemed to make everything really good. I mean, it grew really good, but right now it's a little dry. I took the top off. Peppers are coming up over here. Got quite a few of those. And those are the YOLO peppers from In My Gardener. They did wonderfully. And this is a California Wonder pepper. Just came up. I need to get this watered and maybe get that lid back on there. See if I can get any more peppers to come up. These are the two I was really excited about. These 2 rows, nothing came up. And the girl I got them from said she didn't get anything to come up either. And was talking to the guy that sent them. And she can't get an answer back from him. So maybe they were dead seeds. My chocolate bell didn't come up. And the red Marconi did not come up. So I might try to start those again. I definitely need to start some more tomatoes. Fill this up one more time and roll with that. But so far, I'm happy with what came up. I need to get this watered. So I hope you like seeing our first garden walk. Everything's growing really good. I need to do some more seed sowing inside. The peppers I think are going to be okay. I need some more tomatoes and my eggplant and kohlrabi. I might be able to save that kohlrabi. I'm not sure. My eggplant shot up and then it died. And that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. So I'll just go ahead and restart those. I don't have a really great setup for seed starting. By next year, that's going to change. We are going to have some grow lights because everybody else's plants that have grow lights look way better than mine. I don't have a lot of light in my house, although those are south-facing windows. I just don't think it's enough to really get them up and going. They should start doing better when I bring them out the next few days. There's going to be sun. It's going to be 75. So they're really going to love that. And hopefully that'll give them a little boost to get them up and going. That's what's going on over here. And if you haven't got subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button. Give me a comment. I really like sharing all this with you guys, and hopefully you learn something. And if you make mistakes, it's going to happen. We all make mistakes, and we kill plants. So it's okay to just try. And until next time, bye guys.